People have been wondering, how exactly does the PATH shelter go? What exactly is the process? Well, I'm here to let you know exactly how it went for me today. First of all, when you walk in there, you have to get searched like you're an inmate. You can't bring no food, no drink from the outside there. But they definitely have a variety of jail food for you. They give you a turkey sandwich, literally just a turkey sandwich, with 5, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 pieces of thick-ass turkey. They give you like 2 things of carrots with ranch dressing, low fat, so it's no type of flavor. They give you an orange or an apple, cereal for the kids. They have milk, length of milk, Pampers and things you need for the kid. And they have like apple juice and stuff like that, but sometimes the pantry be closed and they don't even tell you why. But yeah, they'll let you know when it's open though. After you get scanned as if you was an inmate and searched, you go up to a line. Mind you, no one tells you what to do. You don't know if you sit down or go on the line. It doesn't have a sign that says after scan or search, come to line, nothing. So, and there's 2 lines. One line is for people that's already there, and the other line is for new registers. They don't tell you that either. So I was thinking, let me go on the longer line, because that obviously has to be for the registration. So I get to the longer line. And I get to the receptionist and I have to fill out a paper. I go, turn around, go to the, I guess the shelter. I mean, I don't know who the fuck he was, but they sent me over there to him. It's same floor, right next to the scanners, not that far, right there. Tell him what you're there for, get an application. You fill the damn application out. There's always something, isn't it? If you don't have a pen when you walk in there, you're fucked. Like, because 9 times out of 10, people in there don't have pens when they get in there. So if you go and ask a receptionist, can you borrow a pen? They're going to tell you no, unless they're in a good mood that day. But I'll say 6 out of 10, they'll say no, just because they're trying to be cheap with their pen. So you'll be wandering around looking for a fucking pen until you'll be able to fill out your application, because you can't proceed on to the next step without filling out your damn app. Once you fill out your application, they send you to the 2nd floor. On the 2nd floor, you wait for your number to get called. For at least 45 minutes to an hour, you wait for your fucking number to get called. When your number do get called, guess what they do? They send you from the 2nd floor down to medical. If you don't have any children, they send you down to medical. What was the purpose of waiting on the 2nd floor if you're going to send me back downstairs to the lobby? Then, after that said and done, you go see medical. You take your pregnancy test or whatever the case may be. I guess after that, or if you don't have kids, you wait to get called. You get thrown to the 5th floor, sit there for about an hour, 2 hours, and oh, please don't be there between the hours of 12 and 2, because they only called 2 numbers when I was there. And it wasn't even numbers from my department, it was numbers from another department. I don't know what the fuck. But, yeah. So, you wait there for at least 2 hours, get your number called to be sent back down to the 3rd floor. Once you get seen on the 3rd floor, you'll speak to somebody. That's your case, your social worker or caseworker. They write out your case number and they ask you what you're there for. That's when you determine whether you're in NOVA, which is domestic violence. That's the one I tried out for. Or you can go to the regular route, which is just regular family shelter living. As you see here, I have about 3 papers. One of them is a year old. The other one recently just happened, as you can see. And I present these papers. These are domestic incident reports for my domestic violence case. And like I said, one of them happened exactly last year, and one of them happened, what is this, Today is November 27th. This happened October 30th. So almost a month ago. He asked me if I was a domestic violence case. I said yes. He didn't ask me anything further. I let him know that my abuser was from the Bronx. So I can't stay there temporarily in a placement shelter. You know, he informed me that I would have to let Nova know on the 6th floor. I said no problem. Once I got to Nova on the 6th floor, that's when things became complicated, honestly. I kind of sort of had a feeling things weren't going to go the way I planned, but I don't know. When I got to Nova, it was around 3 o'clock, 3:30. I stayed there for about 3 hours. I see my case manager. I presented these 3 papers to her. Told her that my abuser has been abusing me. I am pregnant, 8 weeks. I let her know everything she needed to know so I can be in a domestic violence shelter. After about an hour of her typing, literally, these are not exaggerations. I'm actually probably under exaggerating it. You know what I mean? I don't know the word, but yeah, I'm probably not even exaggerating it enough. But an hour, I should say, because that's how long it should have took, but it probably was longer. An hour of her typing on her computer and her reading my documents and her telling me to fill out my own incident reports and where I'm not feeling safe at. My only comfort zone is Brooklyn, New York. This incident happened in the Bronx. He knows people in Manhattan. He knows people in Queens. My only safe place is Brooklyn. She basically let me know that I wasn't eligible right then and there. Why? Don't know. Asked her why. She doesn't know. She said I don't fit the qualifications of being in a domestic violence shelter. Why? I don't understand when I'm pregnant. You know? My abuser is my baby father. I live with him. He beats me up every day. And unfortunately, I still can't get in the ZV shelter. So I don't know what else they want from me. Obviously, the incident's been going on for at least a year. Me and him been together for 2 years. Because you have a report from last year, December, to this year, October. So obviously, this is nothing that just happened. This is something that's continuous. And I broke that down to her. And she's still just whatever anyways. And she was very inconsiderate and non-sympathetic too. Anyways, I had to leave out of there disappointed. She sent me downstairs so I can get basically my paperwork so I can get to placement. Go into the hotel, wherever they was going to place me. And like I said, my abuser is from the Bronx. He knows people in Manhattan. He knows people in Far Rockaway and Queens. You have to let them know that so they know where to place you temporarily so that you could be safe. I let her know that. My only safe place is Brooklyn, obviously. And Staten Island. I work in Brooklyn. It's only smart to put me in Brooklyn. I get to placement. I asked the lady, because someone tells me you don't have to wait for the bus to come pick you up. You can actually ask for the placement and leave. So that's what I did. I left. I went to the placement. I asked her, do you have the paperwork for me to just go because I'm ready to just leave? The lady said, hold on 1 second, let me figure it out. Got my name, everything was cool, everything was legit. She came back to me in like less than 10 minutes telling me that she had my placement. I went up to her. This lady had, because it's not her fault, this lady had the audacity to tell me my placement is in the Bronx. Why would y'all place me in the Bronx? And my abuser is from the Bronx. So she told me that I had to go to Nova, go back upstairs to the 6th floor, tell the lady who just left, you know, because she went, it's time for the new shift now to come in. I've been there from 10 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like 8 to 10 hours, almost 10 hours. And, yeah, I left. PATH, you have done nothing for me. If something was to happen to me domestically, I will sue the shit out of y'all. Because that shit doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't have to be pushed back home to my abuser. And on top of that, I'm pregnant and I have a job to do. And y'all placing me where my abuser is from. It's preventing me from leaving, going to work. Because I have to take public transportation. I thank you for absolutely nothing. And for showing me that, you know, people out here, that we need better. That's all I need to say. We need to do better. Because it's places like this that's always going to keep slavery alive. Because that was 100% slavery right there. Having you run around with your head looking like a chicken with your head cut off for no apparent reason, to have absolutely nothing accomplished at the end of the day. At least nothing you want accomplished. Everything you want is a dub. And it's not right. There should be no reason why I was just denied for the domestic violence shelter. But that was my journey to PATH. I just wanted to put people on to how the shit goes. Just know if you do go there, you're gonna just expect to be there for 10 to 12 hours. That's what I thought anyway. I was gonna be there for 12 hours. Don't expect to, you know, automatically get into the DV shelter. Don't expect to automatically get, you know, placement, because it's just all over the place with them, and they don't care either. Like, they just don't give a fuck. So, you know, you just gotta really hold your own out here, and it's really sad because there's people out here that really come from nothing. And thankfully, I do have a way. I have a job. I have a family that really do care about me. But I did want to make it on my own. Unfortunately, I have to go stay with family or something in the meanwhile to save up my little bit of end, so I do get my own apartment so I can leave. And that just sucks, but that's my story. You can add me on Instagram, make.it.scream, you know, and hit me up with any questions about anything, because I basically been through a lot, like from food stamps to PA to the shelter to rent your own room to boyfriends to girlfriends, just family problems. Just hit me up. I got you. I will definitely let you know how I feel. That's it.